All right. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today what we're going to be talking about is Block, more specifically Square and SQY. The reason being is because Block, the underlying stock for SQY, the Yieldmax Square Option Income Strategy ETF, which pays a 60% dividend yield, has been trending down lately. As of the past couple months, you can see it's hit a high of about $85, and off of this kind of high point, we have been trending down. We're currently sitting at about $65 here, about a 20% loss or so from that current high. And the reason why I want to talk about them is because I am currently invested in SQY, and maybe you're watching this channel because you're currently invested in SQY or looking to get into SQY. And sometimes what we need is our stocks is a little bit of a checkup. Are they doing good? Are they performing as they should be? Are the companies performing as they should be? And why is the stock price dropping? So that's what I want to kind of talk about in this video. And I want to show you some signs if you are a holder of SQY, why I'm currently holding on to my position and I'm not selling any of my 39 shares, and why it might actually be a good idea to look into potentially getting some more shares or just a little bit of bullish things on the future. So we're going to talk about SQY today. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. We're up to 4,984 subscribers, 346 subscribers in the past 28 days. That is fantastic. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So SQY pays a 60% dividend. You can see here by their previous kind of distributions here, they were stable about this 60-cent distribution rate. And then all of a sudden in the past couple of months, we've been seeing $1.11, close to $1 for those distributions, and the stock price has actually gone down for the majority of the period. Now, Yieldmax in their strategy, they pay based on volatility of the underlying stock, and when the underlying stock is more volatile, we're going to see a higher increase in dividends, which is what we're seeing. But the unfortunate thing is Block, which the ticker symbol SQ Square, is trending to the downside. And why is this? We want to know, is the business losing money? Is it because people aren't as excited? Why exactly is Square stock trending down when their business is actually doing well? And one thing that I do want to point out here is that for Block, when we look at their income statement, their three statements here, you could see that from 2020 all the way up to 2023, they've been growing their total revenue. This is exactly what we want to see. And in terms of their net income, sure, they've had in 2022, it says here that they were actually down $540 million, but for the majority, they've been positive. 2023 slightly positive at only $9 million. And this is a relatively big company, $40 billion market cap. So it's not like $40 billion is going to disappear just overnight. But one thing to keep in mind is that they are a growing company, and let's take a look at their balance sheet. They got about $9 billion in cash. You can see here they're building up their cash positions. I assume this would be to reinvest into their business. See their total assets here, when we go down from $9 billion back in 2020, tripled to $34 billion in 2023 right here. Now, as for their total current liabilities, what we want to see is half of their total assets. Anything less is fantastic. And we can see here that over the course, they've been building their total liabilities, which is understandable, but they're less than half of their total current assets, which is something that I personally really like to see. And this tells me that the company's responsible in what they're doing, and where they're putting their money is going to a good place, because it's really, although increasing the total liabilities, it's really increasing the total assets and the total cash flow. Now going to the cash flow quadrant for this company, we already kind of went through the net income, but we see the net cash provided by operation. It's a little bit slow. To be honest, it's a little bit slow. You can see back in 2020, $173 million. This was for their total operations, and only in 2023, $100 million. Now, when we scroll down a little bit more, their free cash flow has actually been negative. Why is this negative? Well, one thing that I kind of suspect here is that they're reinvesting into their own company, and they're trying to build their own company. Now, for Square as a stock, what I actually also want to go through here is their quarterly results, because their quarterly results are a lot more positive. We could see that they were kind of in between positive and negative into the second and third quarters of 2023, but 2023 Q4 was fantastic, $174 million in that quarter alone. And then in 2024, we're up to almost $500 million in net income in that quarter alone. The cash provided by operations was fantastic, and their debt repayment, which is paying down those liabilities, was $790 million. That is great. We want to see them paying more and more of those liabilities and all their debts down while remaining their huge free cash flow. That is fantastic. So in terms of where I see Square right now, I think it's beautifully positioned, and this is fantastic if you are a holder of SQY. This is the underlying stock. SQY is only going to perform as well as Block does, the underlying stock. And right now, I do think it's at a low point, which will be good to potentially reinvest into SQY because, once again, you are going to be receiving these huge dividends if you are to do so. Now, what are other people thinking? Well, Vienva, not sure if I'm saying that right, they invested about $1.4 million into buying Block. They bought about 17,000 shares. And Ratton Capital bought about $3.6 million worth of shares. Pardon me, my voice is going. And this was only in the past couple days. You see here, June 7th, and you see here, June 8th. So currently at these low levels, people are looking to purchase Square, which is Block, and in return, that should affect the price positively of SQY. Of course, I hold 39 shares, average cost about $23. So I'm currently down on that position, but that's just me being totally transparent there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it kind of gave you some sense on how Block is kind of doing right now. They're actually, in terms of their income, they're bringing in more income quarter over quarter, which is what we want to see. The stock price is trending down, but we know the stock price is not always indicative of how the company is performing. It's all emotional. And when we see SQY, I think it's at a great opportunity to potentially buy some more. Now, am I buying more? No, I'm not buying any more. But, and of course, it's not financial advice, but I do think it's a great opportunity if you're looking to get into SQY and build that monthly dividend income for the stock. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, we're up to 4,984 subscribers. Please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so and you enjoy the videos. I hope you guys do take care. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And yeah, have a great Sunday, guys.